Hello and welcome. So today I want to talk about how to bring your nervous system down. I get this question a lot. People dealing with anxiety or panic attacks, they want to get into breath work, they want to get into meditation, but they find if they sit in a quiet room all by themselves, it makes the symptoms worse. The anxiety gets worse. They can't lie on the ground and do some breath work or some meditation. And it's going to be very annoying. It was for me when I was dealing with my issues in the past. I was trying to meditate and it just made my symptoms worse. So here I want to talk about how I would approach it if my nervous system gets ramped up and I want to bring it down so that I can meditate and I can do the breath work. So we all know the benefits of meditation and breath work. It's a great way to escape the stresses we have in life and just let our nervous system feel comfortable and relaxed. And that's what it wants. It wants to feel safe. But the problem is, especially people dealing with panic disorder or anxiety disorder, their nervous system is just revved up, it's searching for threats around them, it's confused, and as the day progresses, it usually gets worse. And you can look at this like a fan wheel. It's just getting faster and faster as the stress accumulates or the pressures that you have, the deadlines throughout your day, maybe at the workplace, or over just throughout the day, you're just feeding into the anxiety. This fan wheel is getting faster and faster and faster and faster, and you're feeling more stressed. And then what you do is like, okay, I'm going to try some meditation. I don't want a panic attack. I need to get things under control. So you might lay in a dark room, a quiet room, and try some breath work. But what you're doing is you're going from 100 miles an hour straight to 0. And it doesn't work that way. It needs a gradual drop. Now, the reason why breath work is so important, it's because it's the door in to our nervous system to communicate to our autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system is controlling your blood pressure, your body temperature, digesting your food. Without any of your conscious awareness, it's doing it all by itself to keep you safe and keep you alive. It's scanning your environment to make sure there's no threats around. It just wants to keep you alive. But it doesn't understand language. So that's why if you're having a panic attack, you know there's no danger around you, it doesn't matter what you say to your nervous system, it's just reacting off your feelings. And breath work is a way in to let it know everything is safe. Okay, so let's go straight into it. So there's going to be a few stages here. So we're going to slowly down-regulate the nervous system using these different stages. So we're going to start off with Tai Chi body brushes, and we're going to perform it for about 60 seconds. And the goal here is to bring awareness throughout the body. So to get out of all that chaos that we can create in our mind, and just bring the awareness through the body. So we're going to start off with just brushing through the arms and just paying attention to how that feels. Just the sensations that it can create through the arm. And then we're going to work our way up to the head and massage the scalp and the forehead, the temple, and along the jaw. And there's no real technique to this, just nice and easy. Just again, we're trying to bring that awareness to the surface, to the skin. And then moving our way to the front, brushing through the chest and the stomach and along the sides. Then we're going to go down along the back. And then we're going to work along the legs, so brushing down the front, the sides and the back. Again, just paying attention to how it feels. 60 seconds or more. If it feels good, just keep going. And then next we're going to move on to is body slaps. And we're going to again perform this for 60 seconds or more. And similar to the last one, we're just going to be tapping now, just nice and gentle. We're just trying to soften up any tension that you might feel in the legs and the chest, and just walk your way through your body just like before with these just gentle little slaps and just paying attention to how it feels. Again, just bring that awareness throughout. Stretching out the stress, so 30 to 60 seconds on each stretch. So we're going to focus on two main areas, and that's the neck and the hip flexors. And the reason why these get so tight when we're stressed out is because our nervous system thinks stress as a threat. And what it's trying to do, it's trying to shrug our shoulders up to protect the vulnerable area around the neck. And the knees are trying to come into the fetal position, roll up to your chest to protect the organs. So the muscles that pull your knees up, which are known as the hip flexors, get very tight. And then our neck and shoulders gets very tight. So that's what we're going to be focusing on here. Now, just using a chair place one hand at the bottom of the chair, the other hand reaches around the head. So the arm that's grabbing the bottom of the seat of the chair is pinning the shoulder down. And then you're just going to use the weight of your arm to pull your ear across to the opposite shoulder. So you're trying to stretch out that whole neck and trap area of the side that's pinned down to your seat. And just hold that position for 30 to 60 seconds. Again, if you want to hold it longer, by all means, and just slow breathing. Then what you can do is rotate your chin to your shoulder, and then again, using the weight of your arm just to pull the head down. Just relax the weight of your arm on the back of your head to get into your levator scapula. Next we're going to work on is the hip flexor. So this is known as a couch stretch. So you can use the couch, get your shin right up close, the knee right underneath at the floor, just at the bottom of the couch, and try and hold your posture up tall. Now if that's too much, you can kind of shimmy forward a little bit so there's not as much tension on the hip flexor. So here I am doing it now from the floor. So if you're very tight, this might be your variation, and you can reach your arm overhead just to make sure that you can, or just to add to the stretch. Shaking the muscle off the bone. So this is one of my favorite practices. You're only going to do this for 1 to 3 minutes. If you want to do it for longer, again, by all means. But the goal here is just to release all that tension, and you want to feel like the muscle is shaking on the bone. So it takes a little bit of getting used to. So you want to start off with your feet roughly shoulder width apart. And you're going to tuck the pelvis underneath as if you're like a dog tucking his tail. Just a slight little tuck underneath. And tuck the chin in and lengthen the neck. So imagine there's a string at the top of your head attached to the ceiling, and we're trying to lengthen the spine as much as we can, keeping that slight little tuck of the pelvis. With the knees soft, you're just going to start bouncing through the knees. Again, just nice and easy, just find the rhythm, and you're looking to try and get that sensation of the muscles just shaking on the shaking around the skeleton. You should feel the traps, the shoulders just bouncing. It takes a little bit of getting used to, and you can play with moving around left and right, and you can just explore it. I have my eyes closed here. I recommend keep your eyes open because it can challenge the balance quite a bit. Next we're going to move on to is the leg. So just posting onto one leg, same thing, just kicking out in different angles. You can work on your balance here. I recommend stand close to a wall that you can always correct yourself if you feel like you're going to fall over, and just shake the tension out through the calf, through the quads, and it should feel nice and relaxing. So now we're moving on to the main part of the protocol. This is the meditation or the breath work. Now hopefully after completing those previous steps, hopefully your nervous system is feeling down regulated, your awareness now is moved out of the head, you're not caught up in your anxious thoughts, and hopefully your awareness now is brought through your whole body, muscles are feeling nice and relaxed, and you're ready now to lie down and face the meditation or breath work. Now there's two parts to this. We've got the double inhale, long exhale for 1 to 3 minutes or more, followed by nasal breathing. We're just going to keep it simple. It's just make sure that the exhales are longer than the inhales. So 3 to 20 minutes, again, or more, of just nasal breathing, and just making sure that when you breathe out, that's longer than when you breathe in. So now what I'm going to have you do is just lay flat on your back on a comfortable floor. You're going to place one hand on your belly button and the other hand just on your chest. Now the goal here is when we're breathing in, we want to focus on the belly moving first. So the hand on the belly button should start to rise first. And if you're taking a full deep breath, the last third of that breath should go into the chest. So the main focus here is when we're doing slow and controlled breathing, that it's a belly moving. And then if we're taking any deep breaths, the first 2/3 comes from the belly and the last third comes from the chest. If you notice that the chest is moving first from the get-go, well, just try and put the focus onto the belly button moving first. And it'll take a little bit of time. Shouldn't take too long, but just with that feedback of the hand sitting on the belly should definitely speed up the process. But our goal is to focus on the belly moving first. But just going back now to your double inhale, long exhale. Now this was brought to my attention by Dr. Andrew Huberman from the Huberman Lab podcast. He's a neuroscientist from Harvard. I highly recommend you check out his channel. It's full of great information. And from his research on breath work and down-regulating the nervous system, he found that this method is the quickest way. So basically, a double inhale, long exhale goes like this. full deep breath in through the nose. So fill up your lungs to the max, and while they're maxed out, you try and take another quick breath in again through the nose. So it goes like this. So you breathe in. So I fill my lungs up, and then another just sharp, quick inhale when my lungs are full, and it just expands apparently these little air sacs in the lungs. And you can watch his podcast, he goes into detail, but basically that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to fill up the lungs and just give it another little sharp inhale and then a slow, long exhale. Repeat this for 3 minutes, nice and easy, nice and slow and controlled. And then we move on to the next part of the protocol, which is a 3 to 20 minute, just slow inhale, long exhale, only nose breathing. So just nice and easy. Just focus on your breath work, forget about the thoughts. You're just breathing in slowly through the nose and then let the air out even slower and longer. And you should feel comfortable. You shouldn't be feeling like you're trying to fight the air and try and slowly let the air out. Just feel really comfortable, but the goal is to make sure that the exhale is longer than your inhale. So there you have it. This is one of my favorite ways to down regulate the nervous system. Just to prep it for breath work or meditation practice. Please do give it a go. I am very curious to see how you get on with this. Let me know in the comments below, and also like and subscribe if you haven't. It means a lot to me, and it will keep me engaged in this channel. If I can grow this channel, I'd love to be spending more time on this. It's just that I'm so busy with my other work, but if I can grow the channel, I would love to start transitioning towards YouTube to help you guys out. I also have a free Facebook group. The link is in the description below. If you want to head on over there and join the group, there's a lot of information that I posted over the years, but I'm also open, if there's enough interest, to run some of these classes maybe on a weekly basis, that we can all kind of come together and just get some breath work in, some meditation practice. Everyone wins. You know, the nervous system needs a lot of this, especially in today's lifestyle. So there you have it. Looking forward to hearing from you guys, and I will chat to you soon.